All right, guys. All right, I'm gonna start with you. Let's start this interview. All right. How did you start playing tennis? Start with tennis.
I started playing tennis because my mom played, right?
Mm-hmm.
My mom played tennis, and that kind of just pushed down on me. I still like playing tennis. It's just that was a really big part of my childhood too. And my grandpa also played a lot of tennis, so I mean, it was just kind of like a generational thing that got passed down to me. My dad's side of the family doesn't really play a lot of tennis, but my mom's side definitely does.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. How did you get into handball like today? When this was your first time, how did you feel like? How did you play today?
I played mostly just trying to figure out mostly kind of what the rules were and stuff like that. Mostly
Yeah.
just trying to like get to understanding how to do like the angle shots and stuff like that. Because I feel like that's really one of the bigger parts of this is just trying to hit those angles really hard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the mindset I was going into, is just trying to hit as many angles and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then hit the ball as hard as you can, you know. Not exactly like tennis, you know. Just, tennis is a lot more like methodical, I'd say. But definitely, you know.
Yeah, are you ever going to play against Corey one day? Do you think you can beat Corey with this racket? I think you can beat him because you're quick at. I think you can beat. If you're a tennis player, I think you can beat Corey singles. Do you ever want to play against them?
Oh, maybe, I don't know. It all kind of depends on my time frame and like when I'm gonna be down here and stuff like that. Because I'm not down here very often. I'm only down here over like, you know, like summer breaks, spring breaks, shit like that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you for your interview. I'm gonna tell you about it. So, all right. So guys, started playing at Rob Field. They painted new courts, so that was good. I played over at this third time, which is Rentry Park Vista, Oceanside, and you gotta take the Townside Drive, 2 freeways to get up there. It's a long drive. My dad took me up there one time. It was pretty good. So basically, of Rentry Park is you have sidewalls, but not very much. It's narrowed. The other corner has the less wall, but it has more wall on the other side. So yeah, it's only one court. You can hit the back walls and everything. On indoor, you can hit back walls. I also played indoor yesterday. You can hit back walls. So let me tell you some of indoor. In indoor, you can use back walls as ceiling. So the back walls make you move around a lot. Because the side walls, it makes you move around, but the ceiling and the back walls, you can look up there, you can look up here, and hit it. That's what you got to do, and that's what I played yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, I played with also Tom yesterday. Me and him have it I would say on indoor every once a month, sometimes like every 3 weeks, depending upon what's going on with them. Yeah, but the thing is with Tom is he tries to come out every day pretty much, but he doesn't come as much. So yeah. What else do you want to say about indoor? Do you have anything else to say about indoor?
No, I've never played indoor before.
You have never played indoor before?
This is my first time playing handball in the first place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is your first time playing handball? You haven't played indoor, Penasquitos, Rentry, and none of that?
Nothing.
Nothing? You just played tennis. Is this your number one sport, tennis?
Yeah. Tennis is really the main sport that I do because I don't really consider like surfing and skating.
Are you gonna make money?
Money? Probably not. I'm not really like a USTA player or anything like that.
You're not professional.
I'm not professional or nothing. I don't even really have like a.
Yeah. You gotta always move quick on your feet if you want to make a lot of money off of tennis. If you don't move on your feet fast, then
I play mostly recreationally. I'm not really trying to make this like a career. It's really more like a hobby for me.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So what do? Do you just practice or do you play with other people?
Well, depending on the certain time, I'll do either one. Cause like down here, I practice a lot. You already know this. I think I have a couple cameos too in like some of the videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I practice down here a lot of the time. But this really isn't nothing like a court, cause I've played against actual people, right? And it is like nothing like a court. This one is I use the wall mainly for like reaction time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get real close up to that white line way up there,
Yeah.
and you practice your volleys, your half volleys, stuff like that. And then with like court, it's completely different. Like you have to be a lot softer. You have to be a lot more relaxed when it comes down to it. I mostly practice like strokes, stuff like that all the time here.
Yeah, so you work on your quickness. Is that what you're saying?
I guess, yeah. And I also work on some of my strokes.
What else do you work on? Do you work on your power, like what you play today of handball? Do you work on your sidewall corners, or how do you do it when you don't play tennis? Do you work on your corners? Do you work on power? Power's important. You gotta hit it. It's always about hitting it hard. Do you work on that or not so much?
Not so much. Power isn't really that much of a big. I mean, it does have a massive role in tennis. It's not, but it's not really like the main thing you have to worry about, because if you hit it too hard, it's bound to go out.
Okay.
One thing that I used to do when I played tennis a while back was I used to play angry, and with tennis, it's not really what you can do. It's really it's a lot more like intuitive,
Here's my tennis information. Let me tell you this. This is for the interview. Tennis is all about quickness. You got to be on your feet quick. If you want to be a professional athlete, you got to make. And if you want to make money, you got to move quick on your feet. You got to move side to side on the court. These people are on TV. They make a lot of money off of tennis. They make $10,000.
From a tennis player though, one of the really big things though that you have to really get to if you're gonna be like a pro or something like that is it's a lot about placement.
Placement.
A lot of it is actually more placement than it is anything else. Like the quickness, the lightness on your feet is definitely like a big portion of the sport.
What kind of placement are you talking about? Like power?
So how there's angles, right?
Correct.
There's angles in any kind of sport that's like this. So in tennis, let's say your opponent is in the back of the court, right?
Yep.
And he's standing in the center, right? He hits like a lob towards you. What you're gonna do is you're gonna hit it towards the corner of the front of the court.
Correct.
Okay, if he's off over to the left, you're gonna shoot over the right. If he's off to the right, you're gonna shoot over the left. It's all about.
So if you're on the right, he's gonna get you on the left. But if you're on the left, he gets you on the right. But if you take middle, it's hard for them to get it.
Exactly.
So it's all about thank you. So it's all about middle. But basically, what he's saying is, it's all about middle.
It's all about placement.
Okay, good. So it's all about middle and placement, he's saying. So basically, when you're in middle, no advantage. This is what I do. Ron taught me to do this. Hard up the middle. That's the goal, to hit it hard up the middle. And then when you hit it hard up the middle, people can't react as fast. It's too good. It's all about hitting the ball harder and harder, lower and lower. And when you hit those corners, you got to hit it harder. It's all about. Don't forget this. It's all about hitting it harder and harder, lower and lower. That's the goal of the game, and that's the goal. And what's your goal of the achievement of tennis? And since you got into handball, what's your goal to achieve?
To achieve? What do you mean?
Like what I'm saying is, how are you going to achieve to handball? What's going to be your goal this week or so, if you're gonna play? If you want to play me soon, what are you gonna work on? What's your goal? Are you gonna hit the corner?
It's mostly gonna be like, well, a magician never tells his secrets, but it's really gonna be more of like the hitting corners. And then it's gonna be mostly like trying to hit the corners, because I feel like that's like a really big weak point for most of it.
Yeah, when you hit the corners.
And also really utilizing the side walls.
Yeah.
Because I noticed throughout gameplay I can't really do that continuously.
Yeah. When you hit the corners, no chance. Yeah. It dies down. The ball's down. So it's all about hitting the corner and hitting it harder and harder, lower, lower.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Anything else you want to say to your fans?
Well, with sports, for a while I was pretty shit at tennis, but I mean at this point I'm actually doing really good. I'm improving a lot. So no matter what you think, you really just gotta stick in there. Cause there was a while where I thought that tennis is just not my sport. Maybe I should just quit, find something else to do, something like that. Okay, but if you hang in there and really like keep practicing, and also what helped a lot was like a tennis camp that I went to that also really helped. you don't have to do a tennis camp, but I would suggest just really trying to learn as best you can, because in the end, you can be great. You know, like it's not. It's hard and it's gonna take some effort. You know, every sport, everything that's academic, every sport, anything that's gonna go on in your life, it's gonna take a lot of effort and a lot of work to really get to. But like, eventually, you're gonna get there.
Okay, so you're basically working on your skills. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right. Anything else you want to say to your fans before we play another game or whatever we're gonna do? Well, anything else you want to say to your fans?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. All right. All right, guys. All I want to say to your fans is.
Hold up, I got you.
Okay. What's the end? All right. All right. Let's do this. Go ahead.
Basically, the last thing I want to say, like and subscribe to this motherfucker.
All right.
You
All right.
gotta
All
do
right. I like
shit.
that. I like that. One last thing. I like that, man. I like that, bro. Yeah. Hear him out. Don't forget to subscribe to Erik Painter Handball. I'm gonna post this up on YouTube later. So he's a cool guy. We're friends. Always, we're friends, correct?
Yeah.
And we're gonna probably start another game, and that will be good. And I think that's cool for the interview. Thank you guys for listening to our sharing. And one last thing, if you ever want to subscribe, please feel free to put the like button. Subscribe to Erik Painter Handball. Look at my logo, watch the videos, and if you ever want to watch my other videos, go to Upper County's website. Upper County Handball has good editing and everything else. And thank you for your guys' support, and thanks for supporting Erik Painter Handball. Stay tuned, don't miss out. All right, guys.
Yeah,
Good. Thank you, man. Good sharing today, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, special. We're professionals. Professionals. Thank you.